Hi, I'm Sean Cole, Partner and Head of Client Solutions at Aon Hewitt. I'm talking today at the Professional Pension Show, and I'm covering the key talking points within fiduciary management. Firstly, what is fiduciary management? Well, fiduciary management is really an umbrella term that covers a range of different investment solutions offered by a provider to trustees. On the far left of the spectrum, we have what is known as full fiduciary management, where the provider is asked to manage all of the assets relative to the liabilities with the expectation of improving funding levels. Then we've got partial fiduciary management, where the provider may manage just a portion of the assets, for example, the alternative assets, with the intention of diversifying the overall portfolio. And to the far right of the spectrum, we've got some sort of dynamic de-risking, moving assets out of growth into matching as funding levels improve. What are the key talking points within fiduciary management? Well, the first one is really about why are clients appointing fiduciary providers in the first place. And the increase in take-up of flight planning has really prompted a move to fiduciary managers, because fiduciary management can be an efficient way of implementing on a flight plan. We carried out a recent survey, and that showed that 59% of schemes now have a flight plan in place, and of those 59%, 42% are using a fiduciary manager in some way, shape or form. Secondly is limited use of trustee time. We've seen a consistent trend over the last 4 years, and 2/3 of trustees say their time is precious and spend no more than 5 hours a quarter on investment decisions. Fiduciary management allows trustees to focus their time on the key strategic elements, whilst the fiduciary manager takes care of the day-to-day investment decisions. Thirdly, we've got scheme closures. We're all aware of the number of schemes that have closed. Around 80% of schemes are now either closed to new entrants and or future accrual. Schemes closed have an end goal in mind, and they've turned to fiduciary managers to transition their assets from their current position to that end goal over the passage of time. And lastly, diversification. We've seen a huge increase in the take-up of diversifying portfolios. 63% of respondents to a recent survey we carried out claim to use 5 or more asset classes. That's up from 32% this time last year. Fiduciary managers are bringing that diversification to clients, and clients with a fiduciary approach claim to use 7 or more asset classes, a similar number to a multi-billion-pound scheme. So clients get access to solutions they would otherwise find unachievable. So they're key talking points within fiduciary management. Where is the industry going right now? We've seen double-digit growth over the last few years. In fact, our survey suggested 36% of respondents now have a fiduciary provider in place. That's up from 18% 2 years ago. That's in line with our business growth, which has doubled in the last 2 years. Going forward, we'd expect within the next 5 years, maybe 25% of the market being managed on a fiduciary basis.